I just wanted to tell you congratulations on the TV series. And I have a long list of Korean talent that I've checked off through the years. I have director Bong Joon-ho, director Park Chan-wook. I've got Yoon Yo-jung, and I finally have you. So now I can officially retire.
Thank you. Thank you.
전쟁 중에도 하루세끼 다 먹였다고.
삼식이 삼촌이라고 안 불러봐. 그럼 니네 밥 줄게.
총회 정식 회원이 뭐 아무나 되는 거야. 대한민국에서 20등 안에 드는 거야.
제가 될 수 있게 해드릴게요. 사람들이 다 그랬어요. 김사한 너 같은 놈이 한국 가면 한국은 달라질 거다.
누구도 끼니 걱정하지 않는 나라. 하루세끼 배불리 먹을 수 있는 나라.
대한민국이 살 길이 여기 있습니다.
So I first wanted to start out and say that I was first introduced to your work with the sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, so much so that I still have nightmares about the cutting of the Achilles heel. So I was wondering, after all these years, what made you want to do a television series?
First of all, I just want to say that the nightmares are not because of me, but it's because of director Park Chan-wook.
Yes.
So I've been working in film for over 30 years, and I think it was just natural for me to try a TV show because I've never really not wanted to do a TV show, but I was just really immersed in film that I happened to do films back to back. And now I think we have many more channels through which we can meet our audience and fans. So I think it was just like a natural flow for me to flow from movies to streamers as well.
This covers, Korean history during the Korean War, and I'm a little bit of a younger generation than yourself, but I was wondering if you had to do a lot of research to kind of understand the politics, because after I've watched 5 episodes, it makes me actually want to go back and read some of the history. So I was wondering how familiar you were, or if there was a lot of research involved to play the role.
Well, actually, yes, I was well aware of the period and the political conditions at the times. This was about 7 or 8 years after the Korean War, and it was the turbulent era in modern Korean history where, the politics, society, culture, economics, everything was so fragile, turbulent, and nothing has really taken root yet. I was born a bit later than that, but I think everyone who was raised in Korea was educated a lot on this era because it's such an important era in Korean history.
Did you find doing the TV series versus when you do features, was the shooting schedule different? Did it feel similar or was it different? I think I've been told this is 16 episodes, but sometimes I don't know how long it might take you to do one of your films.
사실은
So it took about a month or two longer to shoot than a movie. But thinking of it having 16 episodes, it was actually quite short compared to the entire screen time. I think the reason for that is because for other shows, they might be filming at other locations. They would do, location shooting maybe overseas and outdoors. But for our show, it was more important that we focus on the density of the narrative, which means we did most of the shooting on set. So I think that's why it was a little bit shorter.
When I talked to director Bong before Parasite won the Academy Award, I know that you two have collaborated a lot. So I asked him about you, and I said, what is it about Song Kang-Ho that you like to work with him so much? And this is what he told me. He said that he found you mysterious, and he compared you to like a Robert De Niro. And from your work that I've seen, I was wondering, do you like drama more, or do you like comedy more, or do you feel like they're kind of the same, or you're able to flow in between? Because I also feel like you're a chameleon.
디렉터 봉이 그때는
Yes, I've been working for over 30 years together with masters like director Bong Joon-ho, Park Chan-wook, Lee Chang-dong, and I think it was them who did all the heavy lifting. They have so much creativity harboring inside them. They have these diverse personalities and traits, and I think I just worked off of those. So it's all them doing the heavy lifting, and I just kind of rode along.
I'm honored to talk with you today, and it's funny that I get to talk with you because just a couple hours earlier, I was at the London Hotel here in Los Angeles and watching a colleague of mine talk to Lee Jung-jae for Star Wars The Acolyte, another Disney Plus series. So I was wondering, is that something that you want to try to do too? Maybe even a bigger crossover like he has?
글쎄,
I don't remember precisely, but I think it was about 10 years ago or so. Since 10 years ago or so, I did have a few offers from Hollywood and other cultures. And if the opportunities are ripe, I am willing to try these new genres and new kind of crossovers as well. Just like I worked with director Koreda Hirokazu on Broker, which is a Korean film but directed by a Japanese master. So I think through all these efforts, I think we can communicate with the fans on different channels. So I'm looking forward to that.
제가 원하는 건 어떻게든 다 얻는단 말씀입니다.